Last night we had Jaime Munguia versus Gabriel Rosado, and I know this isn't a popular opinion based off all the feedback I've seen online and the reactions, but Jaime Munguia got exposed yesterday, and I'm going to tell you why. One, congratulations to Jaime Munguia for providing us I guess, action-packed fight with Gabriel Rosado. I absolutely hated the game plan by Gabriel Rosado, but I'll never doubt the great Freddie Roach for coming up with something that he felt could work. I think maybe they thought at 168, given the fact that Gabriel Rosado came from 168, rather, that they would be able to walk him down the way they did Beck, the guy that Rosado fought last, where he knocked him out with a nice big shot. It kind of seemed like that was the game plan. However, Gabriel Rosado didn't go to the body. He could have broke this kid down, and you saw cracks in the facade of Jaime Munguia. It makes perfect sense as to why Jaime Munguia isn't getting the fights that people want to see him with. Right? He's not ready for Triple G. He's not ready for Charlo. He's not ready for even Andrade, who I'm really not the highest on Andrade, but there's a clear level above Jaime Munguia. I didn't really find the fight that good in my everyone seems to be like, oh, fight of the year. I even heard that at the end when they were reading the scorecards. Jaime Munguia pretty much just outworked Gabriel Rosado. Gabriel Rosado is an old veteran. Clearly, you you saw the wear and tear. You saw he was trying to walk him down. He just was shelling up and keeping his hands up. That's not going to work against Jaime Munguia, who's young, strong, and just trying to throw punches. I still see the defensive liabilities. Gabriel Rosado, who is not a knockout artist, hurt Jaime Munguia several times. And you can't have a certain standard for the guys like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and several other prospects that have been dragged through the mud every time they have a lackluster performance. Yeah, Jaime Munguia won the fight against Gabriel Rosado, who wasn't even made to fight Jaime Munguia. I went with Rosado because I thought he would box more. I'm really not too high on Jaime Munguia, and this fight really didn't show much. I mean, still gets hit. Defensive liabilities are there. You fight a true power puncher in Triple G, even now, right? Triple G would knock Jaime Munguia out cold. Triple G touches you, it's over. The touches, all this stuff, he got tired, right? He was throwing a bunch of punches, sure. But at a certain point, Gabriel Rosado was walking Jaime Munguia down, basically giving Jaime Munguia the fight he wanted, and he couldn't knock out Gabe Rosado. Better and stronger power punchers have knocked out Gabe Rosado. Jaime Munguia is no different. So I know Devin Haney in his last fight got killed for fighting a Linares, but Gabriel Rosado is not on the level of a Linares, and Gabe Rosado is giving him trouble. Right? I think Daniel Jacobs, like Gabe Rosado, had a tougher fight with Daniel Jacobs tactically than he did with Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is just a big, young, strong, in his prime kid. And now, I hate saying this, but Golden Boy is doing a fantastic job of bringing this kid along and slowly but surely taking the training wheels off. But once the training wheels come off, he's going to get knocked out. I'm sorry. I know people don't really vibe with my opinion sometimes because it's not the popular one, but Jaime Munguia, what did he show? Did he show improved boxing ability? No, he was moving, throwing arm shots, and Gabriel Rosado was there to be knocked out. And Rosado hit him hard with shots that Jaime Munguia was visibly hurt. I would personally say that Jaime Munguia was almost hurt to the fact that if the bell didn't ring, he would have been in real trouble against Rosado. But Rosado may be past his best days, and it may just be time for him to just kind of fade off into the sunset. I don't know what he wants to do, but the last thing you want to do is take much more damage and lose your faculties later in life. However, Jaime Munguia, in my opinion, I don't think it was this fantastic performance that everyone seems to think it was. How could it be a fight of the year and then it be so one-sided? I I don't really get that. When you're grading a fight of the year, how can you grade this fight over Fury versus Wilder 3 and various other fights that have happened this year? I I don't know. Uh, I feel like DAZN personally right now, in my opinion, has some of the worst commentating in the world. I'm gonna say that out loud. They are so bad. There's times that Jaime Munguia is getting hit with right hands clean, flush. Sure, you roll it, but it still hits you in the fucking face. Like, makes no sense. Yeah, you can roll, you can look it off, but Jaime Munguia was getting hit and looking it off. It wasn't like Canelo where he makes you actually miss. So the zone commentary is horrible. I think Gabriel Rosado won 3 rounds against Rosado on one card. That's how I had it. I didn't have Gabe doing much more than that, especially when he faded in the later rounds. But what happens if you fight a Sergey Devrchenko or Triple G or even Murata, right? The guy that Triple G is going to fight in Japan. What happens then? He's going to lose. And I get they're trying to push him. They're trying to make him this prospect that, oh, he's the golden goose, the golden boy. But how long are you going to ride a win over Saddam Ali and then fighting nothing but scrubs? Sure, Meta was horrible, right? Everyone was like, oh, yeah, look, sure, Meta, he beat Jaime Munguia beat Sure Meta better than Triple G. How did Triple G treat Gabe Rosado when they fought? And a younger, more experienced, more fresh Gabriel Rosado. These are guys, when it's your time to step up, you got to knock Gabe Rosado out. I'm sorry. Like, you're being pushed as this pressure fighter. Oh, he's so talented. Where's the talent? I don't see it. I just don't see anything more than a solid young fighter. Throws a lot of punches, sure, probably has a good chin. Does he though? Because Gabe Rosado doesn't really punch that hard. He has great timing. He caught Beck with the punch he didn't see, but Gabe Rosado was straight up throwing a straight right hand down the pipe, something he saw, and it rocked him. So congratulations to the kid, whatever. But at this point, we just have to realize Jaime Munguia isn't going to be much more than this. This is pretty much what he's got. I don't think he could beat anyone of legitimate stature in the division. Canelo comes back down to 160. What are you going to say about Jaime Munguia? Is he as developed as a David Benavidez who's willing to go up there and throw punches and fight Canelo toe-to-toe? Are you going to put Jaime Munguia in with anyone that's going to legitimately have power or firepower? No. That bullshit boxing ability he showed, come on. Any legitimate pressure fighter would beat Jaime Munguia. So it's good for him. I'm happy that he got his fight, but Jaime Munguia is not it.